Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. Like I promised, I'm back for the 6th episode of To Catch a Beautician. Okay, y'all, so on this episode, the person who came in, who was the client, her name is Mary, and her best friend, or now ex-best friend, Peaches, who she met like 21, 22 years ago, she messed her up. Like, I probably wouldn't be friends with this person no more after this either, because this was a very, very traumatic situation that she went through. So she was going to have a vow renewal. She's been married for a really long time, just probably just as long as she's known Peaches. And Mary came to her and was like, she was going to get her usual. She normally gets sew in, and they do a blunt bang cut and all this other stuff. Well, she's had her as her stylist for 21 years, so she's not expecting anything out of the ordinary to happen. Cool. So she says, like, on her way home, her head starts feeling like it's on fire and all this other stuff. She ain't thinking enough. She's like, okay, well, maybe whatever's going on with my scalp, it'll be all right. Let me put some oil on it. So she done put oil on. This woman then went to work, and she's like kind of complaining about it. And like one of the people, like a manager or something at her job, looked at her head and was like, "You got a knot on your scalp." She was like, "A knot? What you mean?" So eventually, somehow, somebody took the picture, or she took the picture. It looks like a big boil of some sort was like on her head. Now, when she was talking to Johnny and Tamar, she said that she never felt a prick or anything from when the sew-in was happening, but it is very common. I've pricked my own scalp a couple of times. So, I mean, I understand how that goes, but now I do pretty well at it when I do sew-in, so I don't really have that issue anymore. But you literally can have that to happen to you, and you don't even realize it. She had never even realized she'd been pricked, but it's obvious that that is what it was. Now, I don't know if it's because her scalp wasn't fully cleaned and detoxed and all these other sorts of things that people like to say about a clean scalp, or if the needle itself wasn't clean. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like one of the two had to have happened for her to have that reaction. So I'm just like, okay, what is really going on in here? This woman had to go to the hospital. She said that there was blood everywhere. They putting all kinds of ointment and stuff on her head because like she is in crazy types of pain and discomfort. She kind of had to hold off and not really do much of anything for her vow renewal because she said her head was wrapped in gauze. Like, oh no, like wait a minute, like this is way too much. So the friendship is over, and it's just like, it's sad, it's tragic, and she lived for this person, and it's like, why would you do this to me? Like, it's like, why all of a sudden did this happen? This is like the most inopportune time for this to happen of all days. Like, really? No, like, I would have been devastated. So yeah, she'd been in her wedding and all this stuff before, and she was supposed to be in it again. Like, it was just too much, y'all. So I was done. I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And so they ended up bringing Peaches in, and they're asking her questions about her work. And, she's all proud of everything that she's done. And so I'm like, okay, well, cool. Y'all, I really became triggered when Peaches had the audacity to say that the reason why she really wasn't responding to the text messages that her friend was sending to her, because she did try to reach out to her and say, this is what happened to my hair. She sent her pictures, she tried to call her. Everything was just shut down by no response from Peaches. So Mary just had to ultimately just be done with the friendship. So even though she was through with her for that moment, she really does miss and love her. They have a connection. And eventually, after she made that comment that I was not here for, she said, you know what, I feel like I might have been embarrassed by what happened, and I don't know why I really went there like that when it came to that. So they had a moment, and she was like, we've known each other for like 21, 22 years, and we have an amazing bond. I thought I was grown, and when I moved out of my mama's house at 18 years old, Mary is the first person I went to go and live with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now. Come on. Of all people for you to just ignore and just cast to the side, that's who you do that to? When she could have easily been like, oh, well, girl, you're going to have to find somewhere else. It's a lot of people like who ain't really your friend like that. They really ain't your friend like that. When you really need them, they will show you that they are not your friend and they are not here for you. When I tell you, I am grateful for the few moments that has been revealed to me. But so far, so good. Most of the people that have been in my circle have been A1 day ones and true to it all. So I ain't got to worry about that. Y'all, so anyway, Johnny was asking her if she was willing to, learn a few tips and tricks to, avoid this situation in the future. And she said, yeah. So I was kind of nervous actually at first because Mary was like, I want the friendship back and all this other stuff. And she was kind of looking like, oh no. I was like, girl, what you mean you don't know? She done did the most to get you here. Like, you can tell that she really misses the friendship. And you talking about you don't know if you will be here to accept her as a friend again. But anyway, they got over that. Mary was going to get prepped and all this other stuff. And Peaches had to go and do somewhat of a boot camp with Johnny. And he wanted to see what her method was as far as when she does sew-ins. And so he was, pleasantly surprised to know that she uses a net. I already told y'all in one of these other videos that for me, I don't really see the point. Like, the net don't do nothing, especially the method that I've used with a net. I'm just like, to me, that's just more stuff I have to do to take down everything out of my head. I don't know why, but to me, it don't really make a difference. So I don't know. Maybe I give it a try again whenever I do that. But anyway, he said that method was fine, and they were talking, and he actually was saying to her that he believes in using a closure if you're gonna do somebody's hair, and for you to do it and you want to save the length instead of having to cut those people's hair. Especially if, if they really would like their hair, even though Mary, that's her signature look. So I don't really see any harm in her just getting her own haircut unless her hair isn't thick enough for when she straightens it out or whatever. But at the same time, I get it. But he was just trying to say, look, this is how you can save the client's hair. Just use a closure. So when you're done and they're doing what they're going to do to take the hair down, you don't have to worry about the length being gone and all of that. And it just is what it is until they're ready to get their hair done again. So she's doing a great job with that as far as showing him her technique of how she's sewing down the actual netting and all that. So then we are told that we're going to eventually see the reveal of Mary, and this showed her, and I thought that was really cute how she did her hair. And some people might think that's old or whatever, but just like Johnny said, he can understand why that is her signature look, because that looks really cute on her. She just had blunt bangs, and like the hair was like here, it was kind of like a bob or whatever. Or to me, it just really looked like a short haircut short, and you had bangs, and it's like she unwrapped it. Like, it literally looked like her hair had just been unwrapped and combed down and just had bangs. Like, it was really cute, though. Really, really looked really natural. And I like when people can somehow pull that off, because a lot of people, it make it look wiggy. And I'm just like, no. But anyway, y'all, she ended up asking her if, she would be in her wedding again, because she was in the first one. And she was like, of course I want to be in the wedding. And she asked her if she slayed her hair. And she was like, yes. And she was like, can I slay some hair? She was like, yes, especially if it's this hair. And so they seem to be on decent terms. And hopefully they still are. But that is something that's very personal. A lot of people don't understand how deep that can go. If you mess up somebody's hair, that can really be the end of something for real. Like, I know for me, if I had to ever let somebody that was related to me or really, really close to me do my hair and they messed it up like that, oh no. She got a whole hospital bill after the fact. Girl, no. But anyway, I'm glad that everything worked out for them. And, you know, hopefully those techniques will be used as far as using, you know, the netting, the way that she's using it, and her actually using the good old, what's that thing? Closure. Instead of having to like really cut the client's hair. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm gonna be back for something else a little bit later. So y'all have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.